The ultimate goal for any golfer's life is to get to a scratch handicap, but how do you do that with a family, a full-time job, and even a dog? Let's do it.
Let's do it now.
Hi everyone, James Robinson here, guys. First things first, I've come out to walk the dog today, and I've come across some random bloke that I used to spend quite a lot of time with. The dog's running away as well, and there's also just a rogue toddler running around, which probably because of you. So guys, in today's video I'm talking to my big brother, who, are you off scratch still, or?
No idea with the new system.
No?
I've got to be honest, I have no idea how it works. I've tried reading into it.
What are you now if you look?
0.7 I think.
No, so 1, we'll go with 1, it's off 1. But got down to scratch. He must have had a very good coach, is all I'll say as well. A very good coach that didn't charge him much money and just asked for beer in, I don't know who it might have been.
Alex was quite good value.
Yeah, Alex was very good. But guys, we're going to have a chat today. It's another walking Wednesday, even though it's a Sunday. And we're going to talk about how to potentially get down to scratch with a full-time job with a she wasn't a toddler at the time, was she? But you did have the baby. And you haven't got a dog because you're too tight.
Oh, I'd rather have more kids than a dog.
So, first things first, Adam, what was the feeling like when you got to scratch? Funny how you keep turning around because you need to check where your daughter is. This is such a strange phenomenon for me. Yeah, what was it like?
I think, like you say, it's one of the aims. I think I have two lifelong aims in golf. One was to get to scratch, and the other is to shoot my age. Oh, that's a regular occurrence.
To shoot your age?
Shoot your age, which is a while off yet, I think.
Yeah, we've got a friend who did that, haven't we? Wally, he did.
Yeah, I think he does it still regularly.
But that's definitely one of the big things in golf, which I think I'd like to do as well, shoot my age. I never got down to scratch.
No,
so
you didn't,
you've always got that over me, which...
You could still try.
I could, but I really don't. I wouldn't, because I'm not good enough, I think is the case in point. And if you had any tips for people who are wanting to get down to scratch, in fact, guys, get in the comments below and let us know what your handicap is, what your goals are. Can you work it around your lifestyle? Because that was a big thing for you, wasn't it? The lifestyle of...
I think working, yeah. I think I was well on the way before Ella arrived.
Yeah.
But I think it's about practice.
Yeah.
Putting time in, and I think the biggest thing you see is it's like any goal, whether you're trying to get to scratch or whether you're just trying to get your handicap down.
Yeah.
I think practicing the right things.
Yeah.
And having a focus and not just going to the driving range and hitting loads of golf balls.
Yeah. So using your time productively and having definitely a purpose. Probably a good. Good boy. We might keep getting interrupts in today's video, but I absolutely love it because it shows how golf isn't life. Golf isn't everyone's main focus in life, but you can still get good. You can still get to scratch. You can still get to scratch. You can still achieve things, which I think is phenomenal. And yeah, take my hat off to it, even with this haircut.
I think interestingly, I never got to scratch until Ella arrived, which is a strange thing, and I think your priorities change a little, so you maybe worry about it a bit less.
Brilliant. I think as well, I saw a difference in, just checking where the dog is, I saw a difference in there wasn't as much stress or pressure for you to get there, because before, yeah, work's always important, work's always probably going to have its stresses, but until you have something that actually means something, let's be fair, work is important, but it doesn't not be all and end all.
No, definitely. The
golf was kind of the main goal, whereas now I guess the main goal isn't golf, it's...
No, it's Ella.
It's not yourself, so... So interestingly, this video is going along similar lines of when we did a video with Foxy, who's a beginner golfer, and we did a video on how to get into golf when you're working full time, when you're busy. And it was a very, very similar process. It was use your time productively, use it wisely, make sure you're doing the right things. Are you going to be a golfer, Ella?
Yeah.
There you go. Scratch. Say yes.
Yeah.
Perfect. So back with Big Bro, you broke the microphone as well.
Yeah.
Honestly, you can't have anything, can you?
Yeah.
Try to invest in audio for people, and this is what you get. But do you think you would enjoy your golf more of a higher handicap now? Because you love playing scratch team, don't you? You played for the county, have you?
No, I played for
the district.
The district.
The district. Do you still have that desire to do that, or Do you want to more now just enjoy your golf off 15 handicap and go like Dad?
No.
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 Do you want to elaborate?
No, I think we talked earlier about you not getting to scratch, and we won't focus on that point, but I think I think we're very different. You know what I mean? I'm tall, you're short. But besides
I'm
that,
handsome, you're ugly.
But besides that, I think I always like to, if we talk about the golf, I want to put a scorecard in my hand and go and shoot a score.
Yeah.
Whereas you want to go and have fun.
Yeah.
So there's differences, and I don't think maybe your main ambition was ever to get to scratch.
No.
So it depends what you want to do. I think everybody wants to get as low as they can, but you've also got to, what do you take enjoyment out of it from?
Yeah, very much. And I mean, it's funny how you can be so close yet so different. Obviously, brothers, same family, grew up together, electric car, fast petrol car, wants to play golf for a score, wants to play golf for fun, ugly, really, really good looking, not very fashionable. The latest James Robinson merchandise, which is available now if you want to get in the description below. I told him to wear golf attire today, and then I've got out of the car dressed like this. And he was like, why have I got to wear golf stuff? I don't really know, but yeah, if you want some merch, then it's in there. Do you want to buy some? No? No?
Absolutely not lying in your pockets.
Where's my dog? Jake! So guys, a little announcement as well in today's video. I'm now an ambassador for Players Fuel, so I'm going to be trying the Players Fuel CBD oil. I'm going to be trying the other products as well and bringing you my honest opinion on them. There is a link in the description below if you want to try that yourself. I'm not doing a discount code, I'm not trying to sell it to you. I'm just going to give you guys my honest opinion. You can get Players Fuel in the oils, you can get it in gum, and you can also get it in a cream as well to rub on. So really looking forward to testing out those products more, and I'll give you my honest opinion on those. You will know that I had back surgery quite a few years ago, so I'm hoping it kind of oils me back up, and I'm also hoping it helps with a little bit of an early onset of some hand pain, which I've been getting recently as well. Obviously not a chance to use it on the golf course yet whilst playing, but I'm interested to see what it does when golf courses finally reopen. So keep posted for that. I'll keep giving you updates on here and on my Instagram stories. Now let's get back talking to Big Bro about being a scratch golfer. So here's an interesting point, because when you were striving to get to scratch, golf technology maybe wasn't where it is now. Has it changed that much? I'm not entirely sure. But do you think it's going to be easier in a couple of years' time to get to scratch because of all the different technological advancements? Or do you think it's still quite a skill to... Interesting question, that, isn't it? I've not prepped him on any of these questions either.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it was going to be here.
I don't think it makes a great deal of difference. I think we all want the latest gear, but I think the 6 inches between the ears make the biggest difference, and that's the same with shooting a score or using the latest clubs. Well,
that's a fair shout. And we look at Bryson yesterday at Bay Hill driving nearly the 6th green, which is the par 5, still missed the green, made birdie. So it's like creating a score, although might become more accessible to people with the new technology, I don't think, and also I think the technology is probably there for the more beginners, the higher handicappers. I think it's probably easier at the start of your golfing journey, but I don't think it's necessarily easier once you get down into the low handicaps. It's always just going to be the fine tuning, the putting, the chipping, getting up and down, not sending it miles out of bounds left like I do unfortunately, and keeping it in play.
Yeah, the biggest difference between single figures and scratches, every little bit, unless you're not quite on at putting, and that's something you need to improve, but everything has to be there, everything has to be on it, and it's getting to scratching and then staying there is actually a lot harder.
Yeah. How long were you there for?
Not that long, but I've done it twice now, so.
Yeah, you got one of the times you got there for a day, didn't you, and then went back up?
Yeah, next time after, I think. Yeah.
That was
The excitement got to me.
Oh dear.
But I think the main thing for me, especially around here, it was don't make doubles. I think limit your mistakes.
Yeah.
That's the main thing, and that's, I suppose, with any golf, is limit your mistakes.
And you know what, for me as well, I honestly think, and I'll say this, that obviously I was never a member here at Huddersfield Golf Club at Fixby. I've always worked here. I've gone out and played. I've played Winter League. The members have treated me like a member. It's fantastic. But I do think being a member here is a 2 or 3 shot difference potentially than other places, especially for maybe mid-handicappers. Maybe I think scratch golfers are pretty much scratch golfers at most courses because it's so much on short game, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I think here especially, being a 5 handicap or a 6 handicap here in relation to maybe a couple of other courses, not even in the local area, but just up and down the country, is a big difference.
Yeah, I think And you just look at the strength of the teams here, and whether that's handicap or scratch team, whenever they go elsewhere, they're very competitive.
Yeah. But then also as well, learning to play different golf courses, and this is something which I really wanted to touch quite heavily on. Adam didn't get to scratch by playing in the Stableford's here at Huddersfield every week and get down that way. You can't do that, it's too difficult. You have to go and play different courses in open days, in tournaments. Then what you find is generally the standard scratch, they don't have standard scratch anymore, will they? That's gone.
I've no idea.
But standard scratch would generally go up a little bit because golf's hard generally and people wouldn't play to the handicaps, but then if you go and shoot 1 over, 2 over, you're under then standard scratch. That's a great way of getting to a scratch handicap, because you could get to a scratch handicap and never shoot level par.
Yeah, it certainly helps around here. You're always 2 or 3 over the actual par score.
Yeah.
In terms of the standard scratch, so that helps. You know, you've always got that on your side.
But definitely handicap systems, I think, do need to be, are they Nettle she's picking up, do need to be a worldwide thing. So I think it's good that we have gone into that. But also I think being a member at a difficult golf course probably helps, because if you're going to get down to scratch, for me, you need to be a player. You need to learn how to play. You need to learn how to... You all right, Ella? She's off. You need to learn how to play the difficult shots. And if you're... There's no such thing as an easy golf course, because every golf course has a set of tees, a set of holes, and you've got to learn to get it round there. So there's no such thing as an easy one, but there is such thing as a difficult one. And I do think this is quite a difficult golf course, which helps if you want to be a better player, because you push yourself week in, week out. You learn how to, like I said, play the shots. You learn how to play the awkward shots. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, there's no easy holes out here.
No.
That's for sure. But on most courses, I mean, you've still got to hit fairways, greens, and hole putts.
Yeah.
I
don't think you'd be the player you are now if you still played at even Wortley, where we grew up. I think it was a difficult golf course, but it was shorter, so you'd hit a lot more irons off tees, whereas here, as long as it's not summer and bone dry, you need to hit driver a couple of times to get it out there, and I think you then learn how to play different golf.
Yeah, I think Wortley was different because that was tricky because it was a par 68.
Yeah.
In 1 par 5, you haven't got 2 or 3 opportunities, and you compare that to here, where you've got 4 par 5s?
4 par 5s,
You've got to take care of 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah. And you look at the tour players actually, who generally will make the scores on the par 5s.
Yeah, you've got harder par 4s round here than par 5s, and by that it's easier to make a 4 on some par 5s than it is on the par 4s here. So
I love that Ella's just giggling in the background, because it shows how you've got to deal with real life as well as talking about par 5s.
Par 5s are the least of my worries.
So I think we're going to round that up there. It's very, very difficult to film with the dog and the toddler running around. Can you call her a toddler now? Is that about right?
Yeah.
I don't know, I don't do kids very often, to be fair.
Toddler or boss?
Boss, that's probably the one. Thank you so much for coming on. Very good. Hopefully we'll get you down to scratch again this year. Do you think you will?
Depends how the new system works. I've no idea how you go up and down.
Don't blame the system. I think you will, because I don't think you care as much anymore. And I think sometimes, like in anything in life, if you care too much, you then get on your own back and overthink things.
Yeah.
Whereas when you know you've got to go home and look after others, it probably...
See how the back holds up as well.
Yeah, well that's the thing as well. Have you tried... funny you should say that. Have you tried Players Fuel?
Oh, I'm sure.
I'll give you a few of these.
Free samples.
I'll give you a few, yeah. I'm now an ambassador, Adam.
Oh, excellent.
Ambassador. Thank you so much for watching. Really hope you have enjoyed that. If you have, smash that subscribe button below. Make sure you also let me know your handicap. What are your plans this season? Are you going to get down or are you going to go up? You're going to get down. You're going to get down. Guys, thank you so much. I really look forward to getting out and playing again soon. Ella, say bye.
Where?
No, bye.
Bye.
Bye.